Yo, what is good, everybody? Yo, Capcom's is out here dropping absolute megatons on us on a Thursday afternoon. I don't even know what they're doing. They're just out here on a Thursday afternoon, double gamed up. Double game. So we got Monster Hunter Stories, a sequel to that. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin. And then we got Monster Hunter Rise, which is actually nuts. It's actually like a traditional Monster Hunter game coming to Nintendo Switch, both of them. And one comes out in March and the other one comes out next year summer, which is hella cool. So what I've done now is I have collated a bunch of information around the internet for you guys so that you guys don't need to be looking everywhere for everything, so you can get an overview of a bunch of stuff that's going to be in the game. And we're going to run through all of that information. So if you do like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and you make sure that you can catch all the Monster Hunter news in general on this channel as it drops, because I'm going to be doing a lot of Monster Hunter videos. Other than that, let's get into the information. So probably the first thing that you're going to want to know is, when can you play Monster Hunter Rise? Monster Hunter Rise comes out in 6 months on March 26th next year. So super close. Capcom is hooking it up. So Monster Hunter Iceborne is ending, and in just only 6 months we are going to be getting our hands on a brand new Monster Hunter game. In general, I know a bunch of you guys are not necessarily all that invested in the Monster Hunter story. You're there just for the hunting and the gameplay. But for you, those who are, here is some context to the story. So the story follows a village called Kamura Village, and every 50 years there is a calamity or some type of event that happens called the Rampage. And the Rampage is about to happen again. And we take up the mantle of a hunter to stop the Rampage, because we don't want anything happening to Kamura Village. Making sure that Kamura Village is all good is basically the story of this game. The game has more of a open world akin to Monster Hunter World than in the past Monster Hunter games like Monster Hunter Generations and Monster Hunter 4. Those games had like worlds where you used to have to load into each of the zones. This time, just like World, it's one seamless world that you can walk around, but it's turned up to another level. So you're going to basically be able to walk off the walls, run up the walls, run on the walls. We are Titanfalling and parkouring our way all over the place in this one. And what ties into that is that they've actually added a brand new mechanic called the Wirebug. And the Wirebug is like this game's Clutch Claw or Clutch Claw Extreme, because you can Clutch Claw off of basically thin air or in mid-air and use it to jump back on walls and then jump off the walls and just run around like a mad person. The Wirebug actually allows you to get a brand new moveset as well. So there's going to be some combos that we haven't seen in previous Monster Hunter games, and I am super excited about that. Some of the things that I really like about Monster Hunter games, and specifically GU, because I feel like it did this pretty well, was that when it added like new moves and new move sets and stuff, it just adds to the variety of the game. And hopefully the Wirebug does that. We've seen moves where they're swinging around some wires and they're using it to propel themselves into the air and then use that to chain into like an aerial combo. So the more of that we get, super exciting. They've actually added a bunch of different monsters. So the monsters that I've seen so far seem to be based on a very Japanese Oni type folklore theme. And we've only seen about, I think, from what they've mentioned on their site and Reddit, about 4 monsters. There are a few like sneaky hints at other monsters, such as Nursilla being back. I know a bunch of you guys are excited about Nursilla and all of that goodness, but the monsters that we've actually seen and had some details released on are Magnum Arlo, which is the monster that kind of probably is our Nergigante variant in this, a super hyper aggressive monster that likes hunting, kind of looks like something straight out of Naruto. Cool looking, probably one of my favorite monsters that I've seen so far from the reveal trailer of this game. Then you had Tetranodon, which is kind of like a ducky platypus looking thing. Looks so cute. Might have to get a figure or an amiibo or whatever of this, because I just like how it looks. It just looks so cute. Kind of looks like a Royal Ludroth or a Jagras, the way that it interacts with much of its environment. Then you had Izuchi, which is a kind of a foxy looking one of the monsters that you probably fight at the beginning of the game. You guys, if you have played any Monster Hunter game, will probably be very used to kind of this skeleton that you're using in this monster. It's kind of our monster to, probably from what I've seen, our monster to get used to what the game is all about. And then you had Aknosum, I think that's how you pronounce it, as our last monster, which also looks really cool. So like the fact that they're using brand new monsters that we have not seen before, like in any other Monster Hunter game, it has me excited. And there seems to be a few returning ones actually coming along as well. So this looks like it's going to be a packed game in terms of content. I know a bunch of you were let down from World for like how many monsters were in it. So hopefully the variety of new monsters will get you excited for this one. Palicos are back! So Palicos are back, our cute feline friends are back, and they add in support ability so you can take them on hunts and hunt with your Palico, which is going to be very cool. I love taking my Palico on hunts. He's just cool cat, you know? It's this cool cat. And then we have a brand new companion called the Palamute, which is a kind of wolf thing, kind of looks like the wolf from Zelda Twilight Princess. And these are supposedly customizable, so you can like drop different stuff on them and everything like that, which is really cool. And you can use them as a mount, and you run around and it doesn't consume stamina, and they will actually attack monsters in hunts with you, which is awesome. So that is exciting. Supposedly you can actually take out a combination of 2 of them as well. So you can take out 2 Palicos, or 2 Palamutes, or a Palico and a Palamute, and these actually follow you into the multiplayer portion of the game, which is super exciting, because in World or most of the other games you weren't actually allowed to take into your companion, so the fact that we get to take our companion into these hunts is going to be super cool, so I'm excited for that. But other than that, that was such a quick summary of what the game is all about. There's a bunch of new features that are coming in it, and I'm excited to be able to play this in March when it drops. If there's anything else that you want me to do a video on, or more in depth, there's more information comes out, I'll definitely be doing a video on that. And don't forget to leave a like and comment down below with what you are excited for. If you think the Clutch Claw or the Wirebug, it's going to take me a while to get used to that. Wirebug is a needed addition. If there's anything that worries you, if you're excited for this, if you're not going to pick it up, if you don't even have a Switch, it would be nice to know how you're feeling about the game in general, guys, because I know that a bunch of you love Monster Hunter that follow me, so it's great to see that there is a new Monster Hunter game, so I know that you guys are going to have opinion on that. Anyway, guys, I'll love you and leave you. Don't forget to subscribe for all the Monster Hunter information right here. Peace out.